Yo, it's your girl Treasure Peace, and this is Boss Chick Gossip right here on Rappin Lounge every single Sunday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. And today we have a very special guest. Her name is Anestē. She's a new singer in our community. Honestly, she's been around for a while, but this is her first real introduction. And I appreciate you coming on the show for me to bring her out, you guys. Now, Anestē, getting into a lot of your gifts and crafts. A lot of you don't know this woman right here is extremely multi-talented. Now, what was your very first talent that you picked up before you start going into singing and rapping? Because we know you play instruments.
So the first thing I really did is I started drawing. I started drawing at a young age. I used to fall asleep with my sketchbooks. I would just draw random stuff throughout the day. That's really what my first passion was.
Okay. First passion is drawing. That's beautiful. So you started drawing at a young age. After knowing that you was drawing, when did you start crossing over into the musical part of your life, knowing that this is something that you love to do?
So when I was about 4 years old, I had seen this commercial while I was watching American Idol. They were playing like the guitar, and I was like, I really want to do that. So my mom, she ended up getting a piano for the house around like 8 years old. And I kind of just taught myself from there. I picked up the guitar when I was about 14. So I started playing the piano first, then the guitar. Then I taught myself the ukulele.
Oh.
So.
So when you were playing the guitar, did you ever do any live gigs and stuff? Like, did you play in front of a large amount of people, or were you like around your family or at home by yourself?
It was mostly by myself or in front of my sister. She really was like the person that sat there and pushed me to go.
Give it up for the sis.
Yeah, Alyssa. But anyway, I really did. Like, I played it in high school. We did like a little concert. I was with like a whole bunch of people. Well, it was like 6 of us. But that was it. I really don't remember that. That kind of just brought up the memory.
Okay, so playing the guitar, that you are fluent at. Have there been any other artists that you've played the guitar for or anything like that? You just been at home, just jam session. Okay, we're going to bring it out some more. Now, the keys. You play the keyboard, right? Let's talk about that history and you falling in love with the keyboard.
So at first, it was just I wanted to figure out how to play, the little melodies. I taught myself by ear. I can't read notes though. I can't read music. But I'm better at, playing by ear. But, at first it was just like the little like words. I would try to match the words, and then I got onto the chords. And I kind of just, self-taught. That's really how it is.
That's so bomb. A lot of artists out here, when they start doing music, it starts with self-teaching or going in the choir. A lot of people start in church. You write, don't you? Okay, so you're a writer. Is there anything you want to tell people in your writing formats? What's the best format that you might come up with when you're writing? Some people can kind of take it as frustration. Some people freestyle all the time. But do you have like a actual formula on how you write your songs?
So usually it goes by how I'm feeling. If I'm like what I'm going through, like I really like love songs. But I don't know, it's just I kind of want to make people feel how I'm feeling at that time. It depends on what I'm listening to or what I play, what vibe I get off of it. So if it's like a sad vibe, I kind of want to go like deeper. Or if it's like, like a uptune vibe,
What songs have you written that was sad in your past? Like, let's get into that.
So like it was more like what I went through growing up, with my family situations. I did like go through like a near-death life experience or whatever, how you say it. I was in the hospital for a long time, and that kind of messes with your, mental. So I kind of wanted to write on how I got over that, my like, coming back to life, because that I really didn't think I was gonna make it.
Let's talk about those trials that you experienced, because a lot of artists in the industry and that are just on independent, we try to balance our lives, but then we have kids, health, and things like that can come in the way. So during that time of you healing or going through your sickness, do you want to go off into more of that and let your viewers know exactly what you was feeling at each step of the way? What were you thinking to keep you going and stay with faith?
So it's more of a like, I want to make it be known that you're gonna be okay. Like no matter what you're going through, you know, you have God, you know, your support system, whoever that may be. For me, I don't want to make people think that I don't want to put them in a state of mind that I was in when I was, you know, upset and stuff. I want to make it be like, you know, when you watch a movie, the climax, you know, and you go better, you climb up and stuff. So that's really what I want to project, like put out there in my music.
Okay. You got anything that you're working on now that they could be looking for you in the future that you're going to be stepping on the scenes with?
Yes, actually I do. I'm kind of changing my style. You know, as you grow up, you know, everything changes. Like I'm not the same person I was last year or even 5 years ago, and I'm not going to be the same person in 5 years or even a month from now. You know, my mindset's going to change and everything. But I'm trying to put out there like more of a I don't care, you know, like coming in hard. I'm not about to be on that soft girl stuff. I want to let people know I'm not playing. But it's gonna be different though, coming from, you know, cause my last project I was more on my J. Cole stuff, like my lyrical stuff. But this I'm just having fun with it. I kind of took a hiatus for the past 3 years.
It happens.
But you know, that's giving me time to work on, you know, perfect my craft. So that's really what it is.
Hey, yo, let y'all know it's okay to take time off to yourself from your music to work on your mental and your spiritual growth, because this music thing is still gonna always be there. There's always the next big show. It's always a continuance. You're never gonna lose an opportunity. If it's meant for you, it will circle back around, because there are times that you just need to take a moment to gather yourselves, because fast-paced life, fast-paced things, you move too fast, you trip and fall, versus, you know, you got to make sure that you stay healthy. And speaking of staying healthy, are there any healthy hacks and tips that you can give people as far as living healthier lives? Are we out here? Because it'd be stressful. Sometimes you just need a cheeseburger. And then other times you might just need some celery. But is there like a steady balance in your diet that you can give to people to help?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Having a toddler and, you know, balancing work and stuff, I'm kind of getting back on my good eating habits. But, you know, you don't want to sit there and you are what you eat. So, you know, when I eat a hamburger or something like heavy meat, you know, I kind of feel heavy. So eat your salad.
Eat leaner meat, guys. Leaner foods, veggies. Stay with the vegetable count up and at 'em on some spinach. The greener you get, the healthier you are. So we are going to go into a little segment here where we're going to try a little shot of my brand Avia Blanco. Do you see it, guys? You see it? Yeah. All right. Here you go. We're going to take a little shot here. Give us 1 second. I'm going to put it down. All right. This is our shot o'clock. Boss, you got some shot o'clock, shot o'clock, shot o'clock, shot o'clock. All right, here we go.
Gotta have the pinky up. That's smooth.
This is what now?
That's very smooth.
Extremely smooth. So this is a vegan tequila that I'm working on right now, and it's limited edition only. Working on the web. It's going to be out on the website and everything for people to get. I'm sold out right now, but it has a very nice smooth feel to it. It's promoting more healthier drinking, guys. So be looking out for it. Follow it on Avia Blanco, because it is also going to be on my shows for people to try when you come on my radio show. Now, back off of that, because that's my little commercial spiel for that thing. Back to Anestē again, guys. We have Anestē here on the show. If you are just now tuning in, she is an artist, up and coming, but has been doing it for a long time. But this is her first interview, stepping out to letting people know who she is. And she said she's coming with balls this time. She ain't playing with nobody. Soft girl bad. Just like Rihanna, kind of like, good girl gone bad, right?
Yeah.
So any songs or things that we could be looking for on your like album? Are you doing an album or EPK?
I want to do an EP, really.
I'm sorry, EP, yeah, that's right. EP.
I have a lot of stuff ready because I've had a lot of time to, jot down my feelings and my thoughts. But there's a song called I Feel. That one, that's going to be a banger. I can feel it. I feel.
I feel. So on the drawing, back to your drawing methods, have you ever thought about like starting to draw for other people? Like, can people book you now to draw stuff for them or to create tattoos, or like, people can kind of draw their artwork or whatnot? Is that something that you're trying to get into?
That is very much something that I'm willing to get into. I just need to find the patience. But you know what? I'm going to start this year. Just, hit me up. If you need a little portrait drawn, I do that best. I'm really good at doing, baby pictures, people. That's about it. I want to get into tattooing, though, really, because, there's not that many people that do portraits, on skin. Because that's really going to be a difficult, change of mediums and stuff. Mm-hmm. But you can definitely look at, hit me up or book me or whatever.
Okay. So going into the tattoos and everything like that sounds amazing. I guess to be a piercer at a tattoo shop, it's very interesting. Are you looking into trying to get into that this summer? Because you're really good at drawing. Shoot, you can just start drawing pictures of yourself and your family. Just start pulling. Book her to draw. If you need to book a live drawing artist or pianist or whatever you need, go to Anestē. Matter of fact, where can they find you, by the way, for your social? And where can they go listen to some of your music? And we are going to be playing her song, too, as well after this.
It's Anestē Music 420 on Instagram. It's ANESTE MUZIK 420. Or I'm on, you can find me on Facebook, but that's a whole different spelling. But anyway, Instagram's probably the best, place to find me.
Are you on YouTube? Spotify, anything like that?
Mm-hmm. I'm on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, even what's that one called? Not Amazon, but I think I am on Amazon Music. Mm-hmm. So I'm on a lot of that.
Yeah.
But just be looking out for a new project dropping, because it's been a while. It's been a while.
Shoot, it's okay. So, any last things you want to tell our viewers? Any words of encouragement for any inspiring artists, musicians, and things like that on their journey and what they're going through? Is there anything you would like to tell them to keep them inspired into doing what they need to do?
All I can really say is, just keep going, even when you hit that little roadblock or writer's block, or you start doubting yourself, there's a reason why you want to do this. Keep doing it, because there's somebody out there that's going to listen to it and be moved by it, no matter where, even if it's one person, that's enough, to change somebody's path, but, just don't give up, for real. That's what I got to say.
Oh, yeah, there is another question I want to ask, because you are a mother, correct? Mm-hmm. How old is he?
My baby will be 2 in a week.
So, the pressures of being a mother and an artist. Let's talk about this, because it's something that I wanted to hit before we left. And doing the experience of your early motherhood right now, because you're still new mommy, what are the pressures that you have encountered trying to balance out being a new mom and still being able to go and record and stuff like that with your career and things that you're doing? Because you're doing a lot of behind the scenes work right now. You're right now, you're in the works right now. You're still in the lab putting together your album, and you're probably going to be having a photo shoot coming up next soon and dropping everything else on your next single. What are the trials that you've gone through, and what keeps you going, and what are some tactics you can probably give out to other mothers out there for this?
So, basically, I kind of felt guilty, I have to spend time with him. So when the baby sleep, get to your craft. What makes me feel less guilty, though, is that there's about 6 songs that I have written for my son. So he's gonna know, okay, mommy, she spent a lot of time with her music, but that was for me. Because, you can't feel guilty, though, because, he's starting to he wants to play the piano. He wants to play the guitar. You know, my baby actually, you know, has rhythm and stuff. So, you know, I could teach him that and not feel as bad. You know, it's still, you know, that's why that 3-year hiatus happened now. I'm not even gonna lie, it's because I was becoming a mommy. But, you know, just don't feel guilty as long as, you know, you're keeping your, you know, doing your motherly duties or fatherly duties, you know.
Right. That's wonderful. Yeah, I understand that. I could relate because when I was early mom, years ago, see, my son's 10 now. Shoot, when I was when he was born around that time, I was on Bounce TV doing all those shows, and it was definitely something. So, you know, I'm just really excited to have you on my show. And thank you for coming on. Mind you, find her online on Instagram at what?
It's Anestē Music 420. It's ANESTE Music MUZIK 420.
You already know. And this is every single Sunday. Book your girl Treasure Piece for Boss Chick Gossip on Rappin Lounge, streaming on iHeart Radio and Apple Music. Hit us up. Thank you.